Hello and welcome to the August 2023 deck and book haul. In this video, I'm going to discuss anything that's new into my collection. Decks, books, tools, everything. And I also discuss with you how much I spent. This was all inspired by Kay over at Miss the Gray, where she was being very open and sharing what she spent and that she was trying to be on a certain budget. And I was just so inspired by it. And this is not about, I keep saying this is not about spending or not spending. We all have our own budgets. This is just about me being accountable to me about how much I'm spending and where my energies are going. So let's get to it. This is I Am Diosa by Christine Gutierrez, a journey to healing deep, loving yourself, and coming back to your soul. I had previously borrowed the Audible version of this book from my local library. I started listening to the book, but it became very, very clear to me that this is not something that you can just listen to. For me, I needed to read it. I needed to look at it. I needed to ponder the questions that were being asked, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a journal and I am just going to work through this slowly, very slowly. This book is all about coming back to yourself, working through wounds and trauma and reclaiming your worth. It is very nicely written, like she's just open, she's just honest. I love the way that she speaks. It sounds like I'm at a kitchen table with somebody having a coffee and we're having a plática. That type of idea. Plática is a talk, it's a spiritual talk. And I love the way that she is just open and honest. This girl, she speaks my language. I love it. I love it. She deals with all kinds of different areas of psychology, and then she also deals with the areas of how we're brought up as Latinas and what we're expected to do and not do, talking about love and how, we kind of get confused and how we kind of self-sabotage as well. So there's a lot to be covered within this book, and I'm very, very excited. Christine also created an oracle deck, or rather an affirmation deck called Wisdom de Alma, which at one point I probably will get. I don't know when, but I'm interested in it, and I'm wondering if I had that, if it would help me kind of work through the book as well. I'm not quite sure. I'll figure that all out, but I'm excited about this one. Okay, next book is, I almost forgot. I'm so sorry. This one came out to $8.17 because I found it used on Amazon. This is the next book. This is Practical Meditation, a simple step-by-step guide. As you guys know, I am a yoga teacher and I do other type of healings as well. Sometimes I'm just sitting with people and we're just working on meditations or trying to slow things down. So I'm always looking for new ideas and thoughts and ways to freshen things up so that my regulars come back and think like, oh my God, we're not doing that again, right? I'm always looking for ways to kind of freshen things up within myself and for my clients. And this book is very, very simple. It is really easy to follow. It gets into many different ideas like Tai Chi, yoga, mudras, mantras, like all of these things. It's a pretty diverse area as far as meditations and ways to come into meditation. So I'm excited about digging a little bit deeper into this. Now, I found this book because I borrowed the book from the library, but because I really liked the way that it is set out, I went ahead and went online, and sure enough, I found it. I got this book delivered to me for $4.02, and look at the condition. It is brand new. Brand new. So this is another one that I'm extremely excited about. The next book I don't have in my hand because I'm still waiting for, but it's called Ritual Baths, and it is by Deborah Hannikamp. But I found this book for $5.39. Online on Amazon, you can find it for just under $17. But if you go to Barnes and Noble, it is more. And actually, this is my birthday month. So we went into Barnes and Noble and I was gonna get this book. This was, they said they had it at Barnes and Noble. We went in, they couldn't find it. But I'm excited about this book because this is all about the ritual of taking baths and bringing in certain energy through your bath with different recipes, so to speak. So it's kind of like a recipe book for ritual baths. So I'm excited about it, and I will share it with you guys as soon as it comes in. All right, what else have we got here? So that book was $5.39. As far as tools were concerned, this little beauty came home with me as part of my birthday gift, and this is a Muerte Frida Calo. So we went into Fantasia Crystals. They just moved their location from one spot in Phoenix to a different spot. And now what I like about it is they have these different spots that are kind of broken up. So they have more like Mesoamerican type items as well. So I found this in there and I'm like, this is what I want. Of all the decks and the books, this is what I took home. And so for me, it was free because I didn't have to spend anything on it. It was a birthday gift from my husband. Also, in addition, the other, what I would count as tools is a subscription to Journal as Altar. I've been working with a few of her workshops and I'm enjoying adding that into my journaling. It's been really, really cool. I'm really enjoying what I'm doing there. So that's $6 a month. And then also, I also joined the Patreon for the Forager's Daughter. And I'm just going to lead right into the decks here. So I bought this deck this month and I just wanted to dig in a little bit more. And she offers a subscription or a membership for $3 a month. And it's a really, really good deal. She shares monthly new moon and full moon write-ups. And then she also shares like all of the correspondence that you would want to work with for that moon, as well as a spread for the new moon and the full moon. And then she also shares like a deep dive for the month. So this month, I believe it's the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, I think so. Or the Queen of Swords. I can't remember, but it's pretty cool and it's such a great deal. And I really wanted to get in touch with this deck a little bit more. I bought this deck and I'm really in love with it. So anyhow, that was $3. So let's get into the Forager's Daughter. I went ahead and purchased this deck this month. It is gorgeous. This is the Afterlight edition. And I resisted on buying this deck for quite some time because I have the Brady Tarot. I love the Brady Tarot. And I did not want to conflict with that deck. I thought the energies, you know, it's another animal deck. I have a bad habit of getting animal decks. I love animal decks. So I was trying to control myself. But this deck reads nothing like the Brady Tarot. It is a completely different deck. Just completely different. The book is completely different. The images are different. The feel is different. The way that it reads, completely different. I really am in love with the images in this deck. It is just so pretty. And I love the colors that she's used. It's a gorgeous deck. And it does kind of have like that, it kind of blends into almost all of the seasons. If you're a seasonal reader where you're looking at, okay, what season is this deck in? So I can work with it in that respect. And it's a good way of working through your decks. But I kind of feel like this touches upon all of them pretty much. It's so pretty. The cardstock is amazing. The guidebook is amazing. It is just a beautiful, beautiful deck. And I'm enjoying the Patreon for $3 a month. If If you have this deck, you might want to check it out for that price. I don't want to smash my cards here, but you might want to check it out for that price and see how you like it, because I think it's a pretty good deal. All right, this deck right here, this is the Tarot of the Quarantined Garden. This was a gift. This was a gift from Queen Aset, and I'm so grateful for her. I really love her. She sent me a card and it was just beautiful, but she didn't send it to me for my birthday. She just sent it to me because she's an awesome, beautiful lady. But anyhow, this deck, look at this. I'd never heard of this deck before. I think she might have mentioned it in her Latin decks video. I can't remember. But the images here are beautiful. So this is kind of like a tarot where you have the major arcana and then the rest would be considered the oracle. It is stunning. It is just stunning. I have not worked with the deck yet. I do plan on doing some work. As you can see, it's all in Spanish. It's just beautiful. Look at this. Look at the images. I have the 50 plants that heal that would probably match in real good. I'm not going to be doing any deck pairing today, but it is amazing. And I don't think this deck is for sale anymore, but it's a beauty, and I am excited about getting to work with this one in the deeper months, in those fall and winter months, because that's going to be amazing. All right, the next one is the Yoga Tarot. I purchased this, or they billed me for it, in July, and I got it in this month, in the month of August. I've talked about this deck before. I just did my last 10 decks, and I've talked about this deck many times because this is a deck that I never thought that I would get a hold of, and they reprinted it. There's some differences between the previous edition and this one, not as far as the art. The art is the same, just, you know, there's no borders, and I don't know about the book itself, but it is such a cool deck. Now, one of the questions that I got when I did something else on this, I featured this deck on another video. One of the questions that I got was, do you have to practice yoga or be a yoga practitioner in order to get along with this deck? And no, you do not. There is enough within this guidebook that really leads you into the reading itself without getting involved within the true essence of the yoga philosophy involved with this deck. I do wish that in each and every card description, they would say either the pose, or they would say who you're looking at or what story it may refer to. In some instances it does, but not always. But that's just me. I just think like it would be a really cool tie-in in case somebody wanted to do a deep dive. It would be really easy for them to do so. But no, you don't have to be a yoga teacher or a yoga practitioner to enjoy this deck. And I do really like the deck. I like the guidebook. I'll probably do a video in the future about this deck because I think it's a great deck to have. Okay, the next deck is this one right here, the Creative Consciousness Healing. Oh my goodness, guys, if you need something to soothe your soul, get this deck. Seriously. I know that there are a few walkthroughs on this deck. I kind of paired it up a little bit with a few tarot decks that I thought it would work with. But quite honestly, I've just been pulling one card at a time with this, reading the guidebook, not even journaling, just kind of meditating on the message and seeing how it applies to me. This deck is so healing. It really is healing. This is a beautiful, beautiful deck. The images are gorgeous. The guidebook is absolutely beautiful. If you want for me to do like a little quick walkthrough on this deck and some pairings, please go ahead and leave a comment in the in the comment section, because I would be glad to do one for you guys. Okay, so that deck, sorry, I'm doing it again. This deck was $16.80. The last deck is this, Roses, Dust, and Ashes. I did an unboxing and some pairings for this deck. Okay, this was a birthday gift. So I didn't spend any money on this deck because it was a birthday deck. But normally this is $60. It is a beautiful, beautifully, just the quality that went into making the deck, the beautiful, beautiful images. The guidebook is nicely done. I kind of feel like maybe there could be a little bit more depth regarding the meaning section, like how to apply it. However, it's enough for you to look into, read, and decide how to further your work with this deck. By that I mean you can completely get this and look at the guidebook and get something for your reading to understand it. But I think that there's enough within the picture itself and the keyword or the title that you can dig into your own little idea or thought about this deck. Now, I want to say something. So in the last 10 decks purchased video that I did, one of my subscribers, I don't know her, but I really love her. Angela, if you're listening, I just love all your comments. And you know what? She comes up with like the best ideas in her comments, and I'm always so appreciative of her. But my little complaint was that this foam thing kind of comes up, and she said, just glue it. And I'm like, hello, yeah, Annette, just glue it. So I am going to do that. I'm going to glue this, but I haven't had problems with it moving or shifting so far, because look at this. It's so cool, right? Oh my goodness. Who wants to like not put it in here? But it's not moving so far, so I don't know. Now, one thing I will say is I noticed that there's a little room in here. So you could stick some extra cards in here. Could there be an expansion pack coming? Because that's what this creator did with the Southern Oracle or the Botanic Oracle. She had some expansion packs. So maybe there'll be some expansion packs. I don't know. I'm kind of hoping, because it's kind of light on the cards. So maybe there will be. All right, guys, that's it. That's my haul for this month. So I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you guys being here. I thank you so much. I wish you a beautiful, beautiful day from my heart to yours. I will see you later.